I'm not sure if I had a kid, I would let him play football. I'm on the fence, but I'm leaning towards no. What do you think?
Yeah, well, huge debate, man. That's a very heated debate, and I've read tons of articles in this department. There's even some books out there about it. But when you come from a small town, football's life, man. I mean, we come from a small town. Football is life, and up here above Sac in the Yuba area and smaller towns like Marysville and Nicholas out there, they got some big names coming out of there. Football's life down there too. So I mean, technology is getting better with helmets and concussions and, technology and sensors and things like that. But it's unavoidable. It does happen. It's proven to be happening. It's probably even downplayed a little bit. So it just comes down to what you feel as a parent. My son played a little bit of tackle football, and, he never really got truly into it. So he just didn't want to go back, which I was okay with. But I have family and friends that their kids excel in this sport, and good for them. If this is an opportunity to express themselves and have fun while doing it, then, well, hopefully they're protected as best they could. But it's a toughie, man. It's a toughie.
Sounds like you didn't give an answer.
Well, it's I don't know how I feel about it, to be honest. I feel like I don't like it. I think, brain damage is a real thing, especially in adolescence, and it's already proven that that's exactly what's going on. And the more trauma hits to the head, the more severe the overall brain damage will be. And, that goes with concussions in general, but it's pretty dangerous. I would prefer, something else, like archery or something like that. But, I mean, you get into all these sports, they're all dangerous. I mean, you hear accidents happening in all these types of sports. So,
well, I think the main question is not if you should do dangerous sports, because I believe an adult should be able to make up their own mind. Like I did. I had an MMA fight 1 year ago. I played football. I'd probably play football tomorrow. I outweigh the risk sometimes, and but when they're a kid, they're not aware. Their parents are aware, but maybe their parents are like not giving them the right information. I don't know. I don't have an answer too, because I don't have kids, but I believe that I would have to sit them down and show them the percentages of CTEs from the NFL, from high school, from college. I'd have to really give them all the information, but they're still a kid. And they want to be cool and do what their friends are doing. But Nick, you were on the field as a kid in the Olive Bowl, or the Olive Bowl, right? Where they would line us up and we were just wearing equipment, and we're like two cars crashing into it. The coach would watch us, and we would run as fast as we could. Now that builds toughness, but it also builds dumbness. So, I mean, man, sometimes I wonder about myself, how many brain cells I missed from, just running into people. I've had many concussions. I played games blacked out. I know many people that we know have done the same. It's a tough one, man.
Oh, dude, it absolutely is. Yeah, and you're right. Shit, I remember being a kid and you were motivated to hit harder, right? I mean, that was the whole point. You got to hit harder, run faster, so you can hit harder. And yeah, absolutely. I mean, I remember, helmet not being buckled and shoulder pads loose as hell, and it definitely wasn't about safety. That's for sure. I mean, for the most part, we wear pads and we wear helmets, but that's as far as it goes. But yeah, I mean, you're right, man. Kids don't know. Parents, maybe they don't know. And again, I mean, unfortunately, a lot of kids, this is their only escape to some of the traumas in their life, in their daily life, and to play a sport like football, to take them out of a situation that's not so healthy, maybe better thing, maybe you weigh off that, scale of brain damage to, life trauma. Who knows, but yeah, it's a toss up, man. And it's definitely one of those things, at least the information's out there. At least it's out there that if somebody's curious, they can go find it and see those scans. And yeah, I think you're right. If it got to a point where your son or daughter is serious in the sports, it'd be worth, pulling up a graph with all this information and just letting them decide, at a certain age when they can. But good point.
Yeah, and it's tough, man, because I love football. I want to play football right now, and it builds it's a certain type of manliness that I feel like, people like to say gender is dead and all this, but there's something very manly about me. There's also feminine side and whatever about me, but there is something that loves just a fucking, let's go mano a mano, motherfucker. Let's do this. Like it makes me feel the most alive I've ever felt, and it motivates me to run, to work out. Because Nick, I've been getting fat during this COVID situation. I'm fat, Nick. I'm fat.
Tell me about it, dude. They have the COVID-15. You gained 50 pounds during this shit. It's real, bro.